2, 1, go. All right. Hey, everybody. This is my tier list 5. I did it a couple times before. I've streamed it, I think, 2 other times with OG. So this is going to be the third time that I'm streaming it, and I'm also recording it and to upload the VOD later so everybody else can see it on their own time. So I'm gonna do things a little bit differently. I have the entire tier list planned out beforehand. So I'm I'm gonna ask you guys a question first because I want to do it a little bit differently than OG. I want to see. So do you guys want me to start at D tier and work my way up, or do you guys want me to start on S tier and work my way down? You guys can use your mics. It's fine.
Actually, that is something unique. I didn't
I mean-
actually think about that.
Yeah, I
Foxy
have the entire tier list planned out already. I did it like an hour ago. So
Okay, so if you want to do it, like I feel like you should start it from the bottom then.
start
Yeah,
from
I
the
think you
bottom.
should.
Now
I
we're here.
agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Alright.
Work your way up.
That's more suspense. Yeah.
Okay.
I like that
Yep.
idea.
Yeah, I think that's better too. Okay, well, first of all, I'm going to add a unranked here because there is 2 people I cannot. Actually, no, 3 people I can't rank. So I'm going to do that real quick. Okay, so the 3 people that I can't rank is Hoodie. I can't rank him because I just haven't played with him enough. At least recently. I know he's played with us a lot before, but I just haven't played. I haven't been able to play with him recently. I don't know if he's joined in casuals or whatnot, but
Yeah, it's just
around. Rarely? Okay.
Mm.
Also Magic. I'm sorry, not Magic.
Wow.
What are they calling you? What are they calling you?
Vice.
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 Okay. So Vice,
name-
I'm sorry, I can't
Oh.
rank you either, brother. I'm sorry. I think
It's good.
you are a good player because obviously I think this is the first tourney you joined, right? And you got first place.
Yeah. Yeah, it
So
was.
I'm assuming you're probably like somewhere up here, but just me personally, I just haven't played with you. So like I'm sorry, I can't rank you. Just it's not fair. And then the last person is J Dot.
Valid. I haven't played with them enough as well.
Yeah, same thing with Hoodie and Magic. I haven't played with them enough, basically. And obviously me as well, but I'm not really counting myself. Okay, so at the bottom of D tier, I have 2 people. I think just based on personal experience, and I don't want him to get offended or anything. I think he's a cool guy, and I like his profile picture because I like Death Note. But I'm putting Bez on the very bottom. From the times that I play with him, he just doesn't really contribute much as crew. I've pretty much never seen him win an imp game. Just personally, he most definitely has in the server, I'm sure. But just from the games that I play with him, I haven't seen him perform that well. And I think there was a lot of moments, like how OG said in his tier list, where he just wasn't like paying attention or just like he just wasn't contributing at all to the lobby itself. And I don't know if maybe he got busy that day or something during the tourney and he had to go. Or I don't remember. It's been a long time, but just like that kind of threw him down the totem pole for me just a bit because I just don't think he just contributes that much as crew or he's like that good of an imposter. The other D tier is actually Latte. I think Latte is better than Bez. I think Latte actually like at least tries more than Bez does. I've played with Latte for about like maybe a couple months now because I played with her a little bit before she joined AUT as well. And yeah, I mean, like her crew is just she's kind of one of those types of crewmates that just kind of goes with the flow and just does what everybody else does. And like she does answer questions and she does contribute to the meeting. So it can be argued that she could be at the bottom of C. But I honestly like the bottom of C. The 2 people that I have the bottom of C, I can't put Latte in the same category as them because I just think that they're just better. So those are the 2 D tiers. Does anybody have any complaints, concerns before I move on to the C tiers? Nobody? Okay. So at the bottom of C, is my boy Dummerson. My bad. Dummerson. Sorry, mods. I think he has gotten better ever since he joined. I've noticed a difference in his crew play. I think one of his main issues is that he just doesn't really like defend himself. I feel like he's one of those types of people that just like kind of gives up if he gets accused. Um, he's very like compliant, I guess, in meetings, and similar to Latte, he kind of just goes with the flow with certain things during meetings and stuff. So I think like the main problem I have with Dummerson is he doesn't really contribute much to the meetings themselves. And like honestly, like that's how I view like that's what distinguishes a good crewmate from a bad crewmate, in my opinion. Like you have to contribute information and not clog up comms and stuff. And I think Dummerson obviously doesn't clog up comms, but the dude just like doesn't talk really in meetings. So I think he's one of those when he does get imp, he is kind of sneaky. He's one of those types of imps that just because he doesn't talk, he obviously gets sneaky kills and nobody like really susses him for it because he never talks. He's just like in the shadows, lurking in the shadows type of thing. Sam D, like these two are kind of interchangeable. I think Sam D is actually slightly better, especially because I have seen some of his results lately, and he actually performed very, very well in one of the games with TRG, if I remember correctly. Like TRG got voted out, like I think round 1 or something, and then Sam D ended up like carrying the entire game. So he definitely has a lot of potential, and I think there is a lot of room for improvement. So I'm putting Sam D above Dummerson just for the fact that like he most definitely can like carry games because I have seen it, and I've seen the results speak for themselves. But it can be argued that these two could be interchangeable. But me personally, I just think Sam D is slightly better. Okay, Wither is the next C tier. I think Wither is similar to what OG was saying. Like, every single VC tourney that he's been in, like my dude gets accused. He's just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Like if he's alive, like we're gonna get -1 on our fucking points because we're just gonna vote him out because he's just always so sus and like he does the same thing in text games as well. It's like he just doesn't defend himself. He just kind of just like gives up and is like, yeah, oh yeah, I'm sus, guys. Yeah, oh sorry, I'm by myself. And it's just I don't know. It's like I just wish he wouldn't do that. He's a very fun player to play with, obviously, especially in VC. But I just feel bad for him because he's just always alone all the time. And I just wish that wasn't the case, but it is. When he does get imp, I get afraid to vote him out because I'm like, wait, what if I'm wrong? Because it's like I've been wrong the past 3 games because he's been alone and like he has like no sort of he has like no alibi or whatever. And yeah, he's just one of those types of players. It's like it's hard to really get a read on him actually. So like now thinking about it, now kind of like talking through it, like because of the fact that I can't get a read on him, I'm actually going to put him back in. I'm going to put him higher above in C tier. Actually, I'm not. This isn't something that I'm going to be doing a lot, but now talking through my thought processes, I'm actually going to put Wither slightly higher. I think. Okay. Wasabi is the next C tier. Oh, does anybody have anything to say? Any comments?
Put me in D at least.
What's that?
Huh?
Put me in D at least.
Put you in D?
At
He said at
the very
least. At least.
I'm gonna put you in D, bro.
I'll say high, but
I'll put you in D.
Oh,
Put you. Okay,
why
but I'm
do
just
you
gonna
put-
say, if I do put you in D, it's gonna mess up the average placements for you because of like everybody else that's like ranked you higher.
Mm. Mm.
Do you,
No, I'm ranked. Put me back.
are you sure you want to be in D? I'll put you in D,
Put me
bro.
back. Put me back. Put me back. No.
Okay,
No.
Yeah,
okay.
it's better to put back.
I'll put you.
Retract.
I meant unranked.
Retract.
No.
Put it back in a rank. Put it back in a rank.
Okay.
I didn't
Put
see.
him
All right,
V.
so
Next to
Wasabi
Artie.
next to Artie.
Yeah. No, put him back in unranked, I think. No, I was just saying where he was.
Right there.
No, unranked.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. So Wasabi, I think he is a good player. Just like, okay, I think he is middle. He's like in the middle of the pack on C. The reason why I say that is because I think he has a lot of potential, but his imp game, I think he's good at he's actually pretty decent at like remembering information. I've noticed, but his imp game, I don't think I've ever been in a situation where I just can't find the dude out. Like he just, whenever he's imp, it just screams like, okay, he's imposter, and it's very obvious. You know, like I don't think I've ever once like cleared him when he was imp, or like not been sus of him when he was imp. I think he just kind of he's one of those types of imposters that kind of just like isolates himself. And so since I read admin a lot, and I think OG can probably agree with this as well. If you read admin quite a bit, go to office a lot, read admin, check vitals, etc. That's where you gather info. And if you see somebody die on vitals and you go check admin, then you check to see everybody's locations, and one person or two people isn't in one of the rooms and isn't getting cleared by somebody else, then you can easily figure out who did the kill. And Wasabi usually is a contender for that because he's just not really sneaky with his kills. And because we have a lot of admin readers in the server, like he just has to update his playstyle a bit, I think. His crew is, like I said, he remembers info pretty well, but I think his crew is slightly better than his imp. His crew is probably like top of C, just for the sheer fact that he's good at remembering info. Okay, so the next C tier is Chili. I know he's technically won attorney, but he never. I don't think he's finished attorney recently. Honestly, Chili has been C tier for as long as I could remember. I think there is a lot of room for improvement. I just wish that he would have more confidence in himself. He's one of those types that when he gets crewmate, I've noticed, like especially with me, he tends to, or like, okay, this might sound kind of shitty. With the good players, he tends to kind of like, what is it? What's the word I'm looking for? He tends to just like essentially like regardless of how much information and how many clears there are, he like tunnels on that person, right? Like it's weird because Chili's kind of a enigma in a way because he gets overconfident in a game, but then he's like one of the most unconfident people in the server. And I wish he wasn't like that because he's a really cool person. But his susses he gets extremely overconfident with, and he doesn't like listen to reason sometimes. And so it kind of just screws over the crew, I've noticed. But his imposter game has actually been getting better and better and better, I've noticed. He's really good at talking his way out of things, I've noticed. And also he's gotten better at just like acting like a crewmate as imp. And I think that's really important because everybody has metas on each other here. But if you act the same as imposter and you act the same as crew, then it's going to be really hard to distinguish that meta. And I think Chili is actually pretty good at that because that's one of the things that I struggle with. And usually I have to use like pure logic to get Chili out if he's imp. So yeah, that's definitely a positive, I would say. Now I think I'm going to place Wither here in front of Chili. Because I can't place him in front of the next person. So Wither, I think he, like I said, it's hard to distinguish whether or not he's imp or crew because it's like he's one of the types of people where it's like, okay, is he contributing to the conversation or not, or is he trolling? Because he is a bit of a troll. when he plays. Yeah, but I think because of that fact, it's like it's hard to distinguish that, and I think that gives him some points there. Yeah, I'm gonna keep him there, and then also, so after Wither, these next four people are like interchangeable to me. So I'm gonna do Artie, Jai, Overlord, Samster. Click it. Okay, so these four, in my opinion, are interchangeable. I think Artie has a lot of room for improvement when it comes to her actually both roles, to be honest. I think Artie is actually like she's gotten better ever since she's joined the server, and when she won that tourney, I mean, it was one of the best like moments I know for her and for me too, because it was like, oh my god, Artie finally won a tourney, because she's been wanting that for so long. And she's a very, very sneaky imposter. But one thing that I've noticed is that, because of the fact that like this server now, how we play, it's the meta has shifted into like checking admin, because we have a lot of admin users in the server now. It used to be before it was just me and OG. But now that admin is getting used a lot, you have to like be sneakier with your kills. And I think Artie just hasn't quite adjusted to that yet, because admin is constantly getting checked. So I think that's one thing that she probably needs to consider. She's very good at snipes, though. That is one thing that she is extremely good at. Is someone going to say something?
I think someone just let the mic on.
Oh,
I
okay.
did. Magic did.
Okay, yeah, no worries.
The only thing I really want to see from Artie is, especially watching her in tournaments, she'll type something and everybody in VC is like, send it, send it, send it. And then she second guesses herself and like deletes her message and rewrites another one. So you're doing great, Artie. Just trust yourself a little bit more.
Yep. That's another thing too I was going to bring up is recently, like so Artie, I love you, but like in game you're easily manipulatable, because it's just like, I don't know what it is. Like what Magic just said, it's true, because you're not confident enough in who you think is imp, and I think like you try to play it safe a little bit too often, and end up just like skipping where you should vote. And I think you should just like sometimes just take the risk, because there's nothing wrong with taking a risk from time to time. If you truly believe, if you know who the imp is, based on like clears or based on other people's information, then just go for it, just like that's like one piece of advice I can give you. Yeah, and then just like, but also don't rely too much on other people's info. Like gather your own too. Like make sure you're not just like tasking all the time. Make sure you're like knowing like, okay, this person went to lab, this person is probably in office now or still in office based on timing of the kill, and just like go down the list of clears in your head, right? That's how you kind of like do better in meetings too, is gathering all that information up and then just placing it, because a lot of times we have a lot of talkers in the server, so like meetings get flooded, comms get flooded, so it's very, very important to just get the clears out, get your clears out, and yeah. So Jai, I think Jai is actually like a decent imposter, to be honest. I got an imposter a few times with him. He's actually like not bad. I pair well with him. He kills pretty quickly. Which another player that I'm gonna be ranking later also kills really quickly, and I pair well with him as well. So this might just be like a me thing, but I like kind of manipulating the lobby more than I like killing as imposter. So Jai is actually a really good partner for me. Also one thing too, his timings of kills is actually like spectacular as well. Like he's like really good at timing kills. Like I don't know what it is. Like I've gotten to the point sometimes where I've tried to catch imps, just like with admin or Vitals information, and it's like nobody is on the admin table. Everybody's like outside or whatever, and then he ends up killing. And then I'm like, well, fuck, who could possibly be the imp? And it was actually Jai. So I'm actually gonna put Jai a little bit higher. I'm actually gonna put Jai above Sam. Now that I think about it. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is the list. So Overlord, I think Overlord kind of plays similar to Wither, but I think Overlord is just kind of better at the game. I think he just like he doesn't like talk much, but when he does talk, it's like it is kind of hard to distinguish between his crew and his imp, and it might just be because I just haven't played with him enough, but it also could just be because he's really good at masking it, you know. I think from the times that I have played with him, he's overall like he listens to the meetings, he contributes. He's not a very vocal player like some of the A tiers and S tiers are, but he definitely does contribute to the meetings, and he's overall like a pretty decent imposter. So yeah. With Sam's a little bit different because when he first joined, like I thought he was actually like a pretty damn good player, but I think he's gone on like multiple breaks, and when he's like come back and like play with us again, he just like throws games. So since this is like an updated tier list, I'm gonna put him in C, but I've seen his peak like top of B. Like he's won, I think was it one or two tourneys? I don't remember. And like when he first joined, I remember he was like really fucking good. Like he was arguably A even, like A tier. And I remember like we had that conversation in one of the tier lists. I believe it was tier list 3. We had that conversation. And I didn't think he was A. I thought he was top of B, but people were saying he was A. Might have been tier list 2 actually. I don't remember. But yeah, he's had a bit of a drop off because he just hasn't really played the game as much, and he's pretty rusty. But for the sole fact that I know he has potential, but just the times that I've played with him, I just haven't seen that potential. But he's still like an overall like decent player. Okay, so C tier is done. Oh wait, no, let me actually double check because I want to make sure I got everybody first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah, 9. Okay, yeah. I'll move on to the B tier. Does anybody have any questions, comments, concern before I move on? Hey, what's up, Nat? Welcome in.
Hello.
Doing the tier list live. I'm currently on B tier right now.
Oh, you're doing it ascending.
Ascending, yeah, starting from D and then going to S. Okay. So, bottom of B, we have none other than Lex or Lexi. So, Lexi's a little bit weird to rank because I've heard that she's like one of the best players from Dusk. But just from what I have seen personally from the casual games that she's joined in AUT, I just haven't seen anything like too spectacular. She's a good player, and when she's imp, like I second guess myself. I'm like, maybe she's not imp, you know, like she's actually doing like a pretty good like job like masking this, masking this shit, you know. And I've seen her actually like carry crew games before, like towards the end, like she can actually be pretty clutch. Um, and she's also like I wouldn't say she's a really good info gatherer, but she's good at like remembering info and then just like uh I guess taking other people's info and just making it her own in a way. Um yeah, I think she's overall just like a good player for sure. I just can't rank her any higher than low B because I don't think she's ever joined a tourney first of all. So I don't think she's like ever been like in a competitive environment at least for AUT. I don't know about Dusk. I think she probably has for Dusk, but um yeah, like overall she's a good player overall. I just wouldn't say that she warrants like a higher placement other than low B cuz I haven't seen anything like too crazy from her. Okay, Ale is probably the hardest person to rank on this list. Reason being is because I have seen this man carry games as crew. Like it can happen. I've seen this man do it. But the problem is that he is consistently like wrong about like a lot of details, right? Like he hard cleared Ope the other day, and yeah, I did too, arguably. But I went back in the hard clear, and I did accuse them later on in the game, but that's neither here or there. But like, I don't know, man. Just I've seen Ale carry games with admin, but I've also seen him throw games with admin. So it's like I don't know where to place him. And then also this latest tourney, not the latest one. I guess it would be the latest one, right? Yeah, the one that he got like imposter 5 or 6 times. The one that I guess the one that the Pride tourney. He got imposter 5 or 6 times, and like I found him out like every single game because he just made it so obvious. So I don't know if he was just having a bad day that time, but like even in casuals, it's pretty easy to find him out. But just for the sheer fact that I have seen this man carry games as crew, I'm gonna keep him actually at low B. But if it wasn't for those times, he would be like bottom of C or maybe even D. But he's probably bottom of B because I know his potential is there. He just has to utilize it. Okay, so next up. So this is probably the highest placement I'm ever going to put Gay because, like, I don't know what it is. I have legitimately seen so much, like, skill from him lately. He's done better in tourneys. His crew has gotten better. He doesn't make like terrible decisions on 6. Like I've seen him plenty of times before where it's like he's just like doing tasks while the reactor is going off on 6. And it's like, Gay, what are you doing? But he doesn't make stupid plays anymore. He doesn't skip on 5, for example, when there's 2 imposters like he used to. So I would say he has improved a considerable amount. Just overall. And he's one of those, and I have cleared Gay as imp plenty of times too, because my dude just kills and just skedaddles to the other side of the map as quickly as his little feet can take him. Because he's like, he's honestly like a really good killer. He's always been a good killer. I've always said that his imposter game is better than his crew. I still think that rings true. But the reason why he's in B is because his crew has gotten better. So I'm putting Gay at the bottom of B. I've noticed a considerable difference. So I'm going to keep him there, and yeah, that's where he belongs. At least in my opinion. This next one is going to be a little bit controversial because I was actually going to put Magic in unranked because she hasn't played with us in like 3 fucking years. But
I was about to fight you.
I'm going to put Magic in bottom of B because, to be fair, I'm basing this off of what I've seen from her in the past, and I'm sure that I'm sure she's played in casuals, just not while I was playing with her. But like from what I remember, her like skill, she was a pretty damn good imp. Her crew is pretty good too. She's good at like remembering info and stuff, and yeah, I mean, I think she's just a solid all around like player. I just wish she would play more with us. Magic, I'm talking to you.
Dog, I'm trying. I will soon. I promise.
No, just like casuals. Play with us more in casuals, even like not even in tourneys.
I will, but a lot of the tournaments happen, casuals happen when I'm at work or when Ollie's awake. And then as
That's
soon
fair.
as Ollie goes to bed, everybody's like, lobby died. And I'm like, okay, cool. Sounds great.
Yeah. Plus, like sometimes lobbies just end up like starting at like 3 o'clock in the morning for us, and it's like, yeah, no,
Yeah, I'm in bed.
I'm in bed getting ready for work the next day. Hell no.
Literally.
No, I mean, no, you're a very busy person, so I don't blame you for that. But I just wish you had extra time on your hands so you could play with us.
Yeah, same. But very soon. Definitely very soon.
Yep. Okay, so the next person on the list is Yume. I think Yume is solid. He's a solid, and I've actually seen his imposter game is very respectable. He's actually really good at like manipulating the lobby in his favor as imp. I've noticed like he's very good at like staying on like the down low when he needs to, and like getting like letting his partner kill. That is also like I've paired with Yumi a few times, not too much, but I've noticed that about him. He's actually pretty good at that. And his crew skills are just like pretty much like average. Like I wouldn't say like it's like above and beyond like the best crew I've ever seen, but he does contribute to the meetings and he clears people accurately. And that's honestly like all you can really just like that's all you can really do, to be honest. Oh, you know what? I missed one person on my tier list. I don't know how I missed Randy. How did I miss Randy? Okay. That's weird. Okay. I'll put Randy somewhere in B, I think. Okay, so yeah, Yume, he's good, he's solid player overall. I think the main issue I have with how Yume plays though is like sometimes he kind of tunnels a bit. Like if he's like extremely sure about who the imposter is, even though if it's like even though if it's like clearly wrong, he's one of those types of people that will tunnel and just like sus. Someone else who's like really bad about that is Sam. Sam is extremely bad about that too. But Yume does that as well, just not to the same degree as Sam. Okay, so Chomp is weird because I've seen people like put him in B and stuff, and like I just haven't played with him recently, but like I played with him like last month, and honestly, he's actually like A tier level. I don't know why people were putting him in B because I've seen like his crew game and his imp game just go so fucking hard. Like he was manipulating the lobby as imp. He was like using admin and like getting so many people like out with like his admin skills, and just like he was able to just suss people. So, but the thing is like I'm gonna go off of everybody else's word by putting him in B because I haven't personally played with him ever since like last month. Because I know he's been like a bit of a hiatus, but I know he's been playing from like time to time. I just haven't been able to play with him recently. So I'm gonna go off of what everybody else is doing. I'm gonna put him on B. I'm gonna be a sheep. But ask me last month, and I will put him like A, because he is. I've seen his potential, and it's like A tier potential. But if everyone's putting him in B, I'll put him in B too, I guess. So I'll go off of everybody else's word on that. Bane is the next person. I'm actually going to put Randy above. Actually, no. Yeah, I'll keep Randy there for now. Okay, Bane. Yeah. So Bane is an interesting player because problem with Bane is like he tends to troll a bit, but like he's honestly like a solid imp. Like I think his imp is probably better than everybody else's on this list so far. Like it's kind of interesting because I just don't know like where exactly to place Bane on the tier list when it comes to his crew, because I just don't think you really like I don't really see him talk all that much as crew. I could be wrong, but yeah. So I think I'm gonna keep him at B because he's kind of weird to rank too, because his imp is actually like I see a lot of potential with his imp, but yeah, I don't know. His crew is just whatever to me. I'm actually gonna put Bane below Chomp now that I think about it, because I think Chomp has just more potential. Okay, the next person on the list is Walt. I'm gonna put Randy below Walt actually. And I'm gonna talk about Randy first. So Randy, I played a lot of VC games with Randy, and he's a solid player. I mean, like he's a damn good crew. I remember when we were doing VC games, like I was having to rely on him for information for quite a bit because I was just like fucking around. I'm not gonna lie, like I was just like I'm having fun in VC, you know, and he was low key kind of carrying the crew. And I've gotten imp with him before too, and he's pretty sneaky with his kills. He's a solid imp. He's good at manipulating the lobby and stuff, and it's probably arguable that he could be like even low A. Because I've seen that. He doesn't really play text games with us all that much, and I think his twin brother Noah is just slightly better, and he will be placed in the higher ranks somewhere. But yeah, Randy, he's an overall good player. I really enjoy playing with him. I wish he would play with us more, especially for the text casuals because we pretty much only play text games here. Unfortunately, we really should do more VC. I think he'd join us more for those. Okay, Waltz. Waltz is solid. I think he's an overall really, really good player. I just haven't played with him a lot recently because I played with him in a tourney, the Pride tourney, and I thought he did okay, I guess. I don't know, I pretty much found him out when he was imp, and his crew game I guess is okay, but I mean, just based on what I've seen, he's just okay. You know what? I'm actually gonna, from what I've seen from Randy, I'm gonna put Randy above Waltz. I think Randy is actually just a little bit better than Waltz. Waltz, in my opinion, um, he's good, but he just needs to work on his detective skills a bit more, and then also he you can't really I guess if you get found out as imp, it's not always your fault, right? So I'm not gonna necessarily blame him for that, because a lot of times it's pretty much out of your control. Because if someone just has a meta on you, then it's nothing. There's really nothing you can really do about it. A lot of times, other than change your meta. But if you don't know what that meta is, then you're not going to be able to change it. But I don't have a meta on Walt because I just haven't played with him enough. But I just know based on from what I've seen from him, his imp could use a little bit of work, in particular. And but he does he does do pretty good as crew. So yeah, I'd say this is a pretty good placement for him, just after Randy, before Chomp. Yeah, yeah, that's true, Corey. I know he's been really busy with work and stuff. So, yeah, okay. So these next three are interchangeable. Pant. Actually, no, they're not interchangeable. It's gonna be Pant first. I think Pant is really good at the game. He won the duos tourney with, I believe it was Metro. I believe it was Metro, right, guys? Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe it was Metro, right? Okay. And I think he's a very solid imposter. It's hard for me to even with admin, he gets really, really sneaky kills. I haven't played with him recently. I'm going off of what I remember what I remember his skills being, and I'd say maybe about last time I played with him was about maybe a month ago. So it's been a minute, but I remember his imp was really damn good, and his crewmate. The problem with this crewmate though is that Yume, he does get tunnel vision a lot, and that makes it so he's not observant to other people's information, and that is not a good thing as crew. You have to listen to other people's info. It's very, very crucial. And I think he's just one of those types of players that just doesn't do that. But his imp is absolute fire, to be honest. The next person on the tier list is Emmy. Emmy, my ult, my boy. So Emmy is great. Emmy is a great player. The problem with Emmy though is that I pretty much always find him out as imp. I don't think there's ever been one time where, and this is just me personally, right? I know people might rank him higher, people might rank him lower, whatever. I mean, I gotta put my ult at the top of B. I just have to. There is some bias, obviously, but if I'm being completely real, it's harder for me to find out if the imp is Randy and Pant than it is with Emmy. So, but the thing is like with Emmy, it's weird because I've seen his potential as crew, and I know he's a good crew. But the thing is, like, he doesn't check machines like Randy does, for example, or Walt even. And like, I don't know, he just he's a good player though. I'd say he's a really really good player, but he just needs to work on a few different things, mostly being able to talk his way out of situations. I think that's one thing he struggles with, is that he's not really good at like manipulating the lobby all too much. And I think that's really really important when you get imp, or just like taking over the conversation, because like sometimes like people sometimes might have a problem with that, but if you're imp and you have to manipulate the conversation in your favor, then that's what you have to do, you know. And I think Emmy just doesn't do that. He just kind of just like answers people's questions like, oh Emmy, where are you at? Oh, I'm in electrical. Okay. So it's like you know what I mean, like it he needs to contribute more to the conversation, and at least attempt to um like try to get his way out of situations more, because I don't think he's very good at that. All right, does anybody have anything to say? I've been like kind of talking a lot. I could use a break. Emmy is really good, guys. I just don't like, me for instance, I just personally can't put him anything higher than B, because like the A tiers are just on a tier of their own, in my opinion, and the S tier is even more so. And I just can't put Emmy consciously in A tier because I don't think he's reached that level just yet. All right, so this is the top of B. Last person I'm putting in B is Metro. I think Metro is the best player in B tier. He's gotten second place in quite a few tourneys, and I think his imposter game is just as good as Pants. And the fact that he won the duos tourneys kind of speaks for himself. It speaks for itself with Pant. I think they're an amazing duo. They're really good friends as well, and I think that also probably contributed to them wanting to win as badly as they did. Um, I think Metro's second place wins, that streak that he had, really speaks for itself. I think he is like, I haven't played with him lately, but I don't really see him getting like any better than how he like already plays. Like he's solid. He's a solid imp. He's a good info gatherer. He remembers info pretty well. I wouldn't say like too well, but I've seen him like remember people's clears and stuff and accuse properly. So I think that's honestly just a good attribute to have as crew, and I think he's a solid player overall. And he won he won a tourney, didn't he? I'm pretty sure he won at least one tourney besides the duos tourney. He has it? Oh shit!
No, he only won the duo tourney. He got
Oh
second
fuck!
on the other.
That's crazy. He needs to win one, dude. That's wild. He deserves a win at this point. Yeah, he really does. Oh, that's for sure. All right, now we're getting to the A tiers. So at the bottom of A, I'm putting Glace. So this is probably the biggest gap that I have placed a player from the previous tier list that I did to this tier list. I think Glace has risen a considerable amount in terms of his crew. He like pretty much always finds me out as imposter. I don't know if he has a meta on me he's not telling me about or whatnot, but he's pretty damn good at crew now. I don't know what it is. His imposter is not too bad either. His imposter is hot. I like his imposter. He gets like some really sneaky kills. He's good at like playing with his partner, playing to his partner's strengths. I haven't gotten imposter with him in a long, long time, so I can't really speak personally like how he plays with his partner. But I mean, just from what I've seen, he's a really, really good player. So he's going to the bottom of A. Ryan hasn't played with us recently. Porn star Ryan. He hasn't played with us recently, but when he did play, he was damn good at the game. I mean, his crew was just amazing. Like he constantly asked good questions. The only problem with Ryan that sometimes he would, and it'd be kind of annoying because we would have to repeat what we say. Because like I don't know if he's like already typing out the question before reading everybody else's responses. But the problem that I have with him sometimes when he gets crewmate is that he asks like questions that people have already answered. So it's like he asked like where I am, and I said it like 5 times already, and it's like, all right, come on, Ryan, like you're clogging up the comms here, buddy. But the questions he does ask, he really wants to figure out who the imp is, and he's honestly like what I've noticed when he gets imposter is that he tends to clear his partner a lot. I don't know if he still does that or if he will still do that when he comes back, but I noticed that a lot when he was still playing with us. And so I kind of caught on to that a little bit, but yeah, like he's gotten me a few times as imposter. Like I've had to put my thinking cap on a few times because of that. So yeah, he's overall a very good player. This might be one of my most controversial placements upcoming. So I will say that I think personally, all right, so I placed Ope B tier multiple times in the past, like, I don't know, 3 or 4 tier lists. But I have noticed a tremendous shift from them. Like, Ope has gotten so much better in both roles. And I don't know if it's because
Yeah.
already mute.
I don't know if it's not
Artie.
blinking.
I'm talking about Ope. Mute. I don't think she can hear me.
Artie just wants the spotlight.
Can,
Alright,
can
fine.
someone can someone mute Artie?
I don't think you can mute the server owner, bro.
Oh yeah. No, you can. No, you
Oh,
can. You can.
can the mods do it? One of the
Yeah,
mods.
you can. It's not about it's not about priority. Muting is about priority.
Okay. Anyways, I think Ope has like a meta on me that they're not telling me about because every single time I'm imp, they're like, "Okay, it's Foxy like round 1," and I'm like, "Bro, what the fuck? I just looked at them weird. I just did a task. That's all I did." She's like, "Oh yeah, it's Foxy. It's Foxy." I'm like, "What the fuck? Ope? How do they know?" Every time. It's crazy. I don't get it. Like I can just walk past them. They'll be like, "I don't like the cut of your jib." And then during the meeting, they're like, "Yeah, it's Foxy." He looked at me weird. It's like, what? And they're right. I don't mean to look at them weird on purpose, but I don't know. But yeah, no, Ope is, it's weird because like it used to be before. I used to have like a huge tell on Ope, but now it's like the reverse. So yeah, Ope has gotten like a lot better, especially recently. So good on you, Ope. And also the fact that like Ope's won 2 tourneys, so that's definitely a positive as well. And I think Ope, you won the first tourney you ever hosted, right? Or was it the second one? I forget which one it was. One of the firsts. It was either the first one or the second one you hosted.
He won the first tournament he hosted.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought.
Great moment.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
it was.
Are you sure? I'm pretty sure.
I'm absolutely sure. The first tournament she hosted was a Sunday tournament. They tied with Dark and they tied with Dark and won the tiebreaker.
I see. Okay. All right. So the next 2 is Miss B and Null. I think Miss B is slightly better. I think Miss B is better with both roles, but I think Null. So both of their imps, I think, are about the same. But I think Miss B's crew is slightly better because Miss B, I think her crew, she contributes a lot more to the conversation in general. I think she first of all, she always gives the timings of the rounds, which is also like extremely important. And she always gives like precise timing from like vitals and stuff. She's like, "Oh yeah, this kill is 18 seconds old." And it's like she has like a timer next to her and it's very useful. So I think just for the sheer fact that she like contributes more as crew, I'm gonna put her above Null. But I think honestly, it could be argued that they're like about the same. in terms of like overall skill, but from my personal experience, I'm gonna put Miss B above Null. Okay, so this next one, when I was talking about earlier who my best imp partner is, it's someone who literally like kills off a fucking cooldown and he gets away with it. I don't know how he does it. But the next person is TRG. So TRG is probably my best imp partner because I think our win ratio is like 80% or some shit. Usually like what our kind of duo turns into is him getting the kills and then just me like manipulating everybody, or at least to my best ability. Nobody even trusts me anymore in this lobby. I say manipulate, but like I'm not even like really good at that anymore, to be honest, because nobody trusts me at this point. But I guess I'm like pretty good at like talking my way out of things, and like I've noticed like most of our games we're just like on the same fucking wavelength. Like I don't know how many times like on 7 or on 6, just like, all right, yeah, let's go to reactor, and I kind of do like a little movement shake, and I'm like, yeah, follow me, and then we go to reactor, and then we get like the last 2 kills or whatever, and like all of our imp games are just like super clean. But I think honestly TRG just like pairs well with everybody as imp, to be honest. I don't think there's like one person that he doesn't do well with, but I have also seen him like throw games as imp. So it's kind of hard to rank him. Like he's kind of inconsistent, but I think more times than not, he's really good at imp. His crew game though is somewhere like around here, to be honest. But I'm putting him in the middle of A because I think his game is just way too good to pass up. Plus, he's gotten like so many tourney wins lately, just based on his imp wins alone. And like I think he just tries just harder in tourneys. So yeah, because he's told me before where he just tries super hard in tourneys, at least more so than casuals. Okay, so the next person that I have is Noah. So Noah, I don't like how he plays imposter, because one of my main gripes with him, he's a phenomenal imposter, don't get me wrong. But one of my main gripes is that he will throw you out of the fucking ship, like as your partner, regardless of what you do round 1. Like he will accuse you round 1 for like existing, even if you don't even get the kill. He will accuse you as his partner, and just to like clear him, he's done that before, and it's kind of shitty. But I've seen him like the times where he doesn't do that. He's really good at like pushing out. Like he's really good at like not being sus. I've noticed, and he's a huge admin user. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna place somebody between TRG and Noah. Now that I think about it, because there is one person I think is below Noah. He's a huge admin user, and he's pretty much always pinpoint accurate about stuff. And I've also noticed that he likes lying about body locations, and he also gets away with it. So that's also something to like look out for as well whenever he gets imp. But I really don't have much to like tell Noah to like improve on. Like he has a very similar playstyle to me. Yeah, I think he's just a really good player. Like I said, he hasn't played with us recently, but yeah, he's really good. The person I was gonna put below Noah and above TRG is actually Frosty. So Frosty is a better imp than TRG, but my guy, like I have seen him mess up clears, not mess up clears, like accused wrong. I don't know how many times, and like games have been thrown because of that. And he's probably like top 3 imps. Like my man can get away with murder like it's the fucking TV show How to Get Away with Murder. Like he made that show. Like he's honestly Frosty is like top 3 imps, and it's not close. But I just what I've seen from his crew, it's just he's very inconsistent with it. Sometimes he's right, sometimes he's wrong. Yeah, I think he's a very good player overall, but yeah, I can't put him above Noah because Noah is, so I would say Frosty and TRG are like mid A, Miss B and Null are like low A, and then these 3 are bottom A. Sorry, these three are bottom A. Sorry. And then so Noah is like top of A or like high A. Okay, so these next few players are high A or top of A. So Doozy, I think Doozy is phenomenal. He's a phenomenal player. I know the recent tourney he like really fucked up. I didn't see the VODs. I'm just gonna pretend like it didn't happen, Doozy. You know, I'm not. Hey, my guy, I'm gonna pretend like they didn't happen because I know your skill level. I know your skill level, dude, and I know what you're capable of because I played with you for like a full fucking year, and you're honestly like one of the best players in the server. Genuinely, I've seen your skill, and I know like some people put you like in D tier, which they're obviously just trolling because that's just not true. But you're like you're better at. So I play very similar to Noah. You're really good at like making reads, I've noticed. And your imposter game, like I have cleared you when I probably shouldn't have cleared you. I don't know how many fucking times. And you get away with it. You son of a bitch. No, but genuinely, Doozy's great. He's honestly great. With both roles. I don't really have much else to say. All right, so now these next two players are like the top of A. So these two were high A. These next two are the top of A. I think Ifa is the fourth best player in the server. Oh shit. I think his imposter game is absolutely insane. Better than mine, hands down. I mean, he carried me. I don't know how many times as imposter, and I've gotten it with him. His crew is pretty much. I mean, he's made like some bad calls, but I know everybody makes mistakes, obviously. But I think just overall, Ifa is just a very, very overall like solid player. Definitely top 5 imps. I would say if we're gonna do an imp, I'm gonna use the S tier because obviously like this is just like an overall ranking. But if we're doing top 5 imps, it's like this for me. Yeah, these are like the top 5 imps in the server, in my opinion. But we're not doing imps. This is overall ranking. So yeah, Ifa definitely like one of the better players in the server, one of the best players in the server for sure. Very good with both roles. Okay, Adam. Adam is an insane crew. And a pretty damn good imp too. I think he's probably like and definitely like in the top 10 imps. I haven't played with him enough, but I remember from like the times that I have played with him, he's genuinely good. I think he plays more with Dusk, which is totally fine. But he's definitely like up there for sure. I know that he is probably the best player from Dusk, I would say. Besides Jin, obviously. Because yeah, I'll get to Jin in a minute. But yeah, no, Adam is solid though. He's very, very good. I don't think the times that I've played with him, he's never thrown. He's always been like on point with this crew. His imposter was really good too when I saw it. I've only seen him, I think, as imposter like once or twice. I think I died early both of those times, so I didn't have much to say, obviously, because I was dead in the meeting. But yeah, he's overall a really, really good player. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put Adam below Ifa because I've seen more of Ifa than Adam. So I think Ifa is probably third best in the server. Okay, now we're getting to the 2 S tiers. So I think I have it on my list a certain way, but yeah, okay. I'm putting Jin on the bottom of S. I think Jin is the second best player. He's extremely good with both roles. Better than me, better than most people. He is very, very accurate. He picks up on vibes so easily, way better than like I think everybody else in the server. He plays a lot like Fuse in a way. I've noticed. like where he just kind of goes off of vibes, but he also uses logic to his advantage as well. And he's a very, very sneaky imposter. And like, if Jenna's alive, I'm like, okay, if I'm a crewmate and I'm dead and Jin is alive and he's also a crewmate, I'm like, all right, yeah, this lobby is settled. Jin's gonna figure out the imps like by next round because he always does. he's such a good player, and I think he has like a 50% win rate in tourneys or something, which is absolutely insane. So, and he also won Celebration Clash too. He's solid, man. Really, really good player. Okay, last but certainly not least, the best player in the server, and I would say the most improved player in the server of all time. I'm gonna go on a limb and say that. My boy, my admin duo, the best player in the server, absolutely, bar none. I don't think I've ever seen this man get it wrong recently since I've come back. He has gotten imps out left and right. His crewmate, he's the best crew in the entire server. Like he's on a league of his own. His imposter's a little bit worse than his crew. It's like by a noticeable amount, but honestly, this server is so good to the like our crew is just so good at this point because we just use admin a shit ton. Like that's the meta. It's just admin and vitals. Checking office is just the meta now. Like since that's the meta, it's really hard to be imposter anyway. So I'm gonna cut him some slack, obviously. He's just. I mean, if OG is alive, imps like you got to kill him early, man, because otherwise he's gonna find you out by like round 2. There's no other way around it. I'm sorry. Like he's way too good at the game now. Like he's just gotten so much better. Like people used to actually like say that like he was like a knockoff of me, but now I'm more of a knockoff of him because like my dude is just pinpoint accurate with every single clear, with every single accusation. Like dude is he's really fucking good. I can't like honestly, OG, if we're doing like a crewmate ranking, he's like on a tier of his own. I don't think I've ever seen the man wrong. Like he's not wrong at all anymore. So good shit, OG. Love you, man. Anyways, yeah, that concludes my ranking. I hope you guys enjoyed. Does anybody have any gripes or grievances before I post this?
I actually have a couple.
What? That you're not in your own tier?
No. First thing, I will agree with what Jin is saying and what Ifa is saying. I think Adam is definitely rank S.
Really?
I think Adam is definitely a better player than Ifa.
So I'm going off of the time that I did play with him. I do respect, especially you. If you and Jen are both saying Adam is S tier, I can put him at the top of A above Ifa, I guess. Because the times that I have played with him, he was really fucking good. Like he was very accurate. But I just can't put him on the same tier as you and Jin because it's just like you guys are just like better than everybody else by not a considerable amount, but just y'all are just better.
I also
I can't put Adam because I haven't played with him enough, basically.
I also have a bit of I still have a thing against Ryan being above Glaze. I just fully disagree with that.
Wait, why do you disagree?
I think Glaze is a better player than Ryan. I don't mind that Ryan is in bottom A or top B. I still think that Glaze has a more unique playstyle than Ryan does. Glaze and Ope definitely have unique playstyles, which is why I put them in rank A earlier.
I see. Well, I need to play with Adam more then because everybody's saying that he's S, and I don't know. I mean, what I've seen from him, he's definitely in the higher ranks. I need to play with him more. I can't put him in S when I'll play with him like a total of like 4 or 5 games. Yeah. All right. Well, that concludes my tier list. So thank you guys for joining in.
Thank you, OG and Foxy, as always.